Once again, welcome to another video. Keep an eye on everything since you'll want to divest all of your stocks. We're going through a revolution, therefore if you own any stock, that should be avoided immediately. Since the cryptocurrency market is expected to receive trillions of dollars shortly, I advise anybody with a bank account to review their investments immediately. Follow me through to the conclusion to learn more. Check out this new video right now if you think this sounds like something you'd be interested in. Greetings to all, and welcome to our channel where we discuss the most recent developments regarding XRP and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. If you are watching one of our films for the first time, we would be happy to extend a special greeting to you. To ensure you never miss another film, we cordially ask you to press the notification bell. We are announcing that 200 XRP will be given away on this channel. Simply like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag XRP to be eligible to participate. The winner will be revealed on November 15th. The Georgia National Bank made the selection. Ripple is going to reveal alliances with over 20 nations. Listen to the important part that is located at the bottom about Ripple as a crucial partner for digital projects. In addition to talking with more than 20 nations worldwide, Ripple has announced 5 pilot programs with the governments and central banks of Bhutan, Palau, Montenegro, Colombia, and Hong Kong. I want to set the tone now, folks, although these 20 countries haven't been announced yet. With today's video, play the tape featuring the CEO of SWIFT and Bank of America, and pay close attention to how they're attempting to integrate all economies so that there are no gaps between. Since everyone could interact, there is interoperability throughout the entire economy, according to Wo, the CEO of Bank of America and SWIFT. The language they use is the same. More than 200 countries' economies should be connected, especially in terms of their securities and payment infrastructures, with financial institutions taking center stage to improve mutual understanding of how to connect the disparate economies of the 200 or so nations worldwide and ensure that the payment system functions for all of them. You are aware of the various company profiles, from the biggest and most complex to the smallest and most rural, and it is through these types of films that we at XRP will be managing 8 trillion in nominal GDP. Insane. The majority of people don't watch this stuff, which is why there are so few of us. They are unable to sit here and listen to me. They just want a 30-second film because they lack patience, and this man, Michael, says that, which is completely absurd and sounds like a shout-out to Cyprus. Under its vast virtual assets regime, which is particularly significant given the DFC's nearly 2 decades of experience facilitating trade and investment flows between continents, there are 72 countries in the region. Having a nominal GDP of over $8 trillion and a combined population of about 3 billion, let's look at how all of these dots connect as we watch this movie. By Michael, Holy *T, take heed of what he has to say. About a few people who are essentially using the incorrect algorithm and won't be involved in this. The likelihood of the next revolution is substantially higher, that they won't consider specific issues. In fact, among the concerns to consider before investing, we address the issue of who is developing the algorithms. Who is writing these algorithms? However, that's only the beginning of how I plan to put it. This is what we talk about, and we're focused on algorithms and providing financial services to the world's most vulnerable population, the impoverished. As a culture, you are aware of how many algorithms are taking over our lives and making them more and more determined. I believe that these are issues that need to be seriously tackled. As you can all see, he worked for 9 years at Citibank until the SEC and his company, Axiom, were released. This has been a long-term project, which is why the Gates Foundation is involved as well. We'll incorporate XRP and Ripple into its Level 1 project. This project is closely related to the Modulo Foundation, another business I refer to as something akin to a shell firm. It's peculiar that they have so many nonprofits, yet notice who's all involved. Foundation of Bill and Melinda Gates Google. Google was among the first companies to support. Naturally, Singapore is present here. Right, and then there's the Interledger Foundation. However, we believe that combining ILP and XRP is kind of a magic combination. The Level 1 project offers a new, low-cost payment system that facilitates inclusive, interoperable digital payments, and its entire goal is to create an even playing field. This will give you the WTF feeling. You're entirely correct. Michael remarks equitable conditions. That's the goal they have in mind. Listen to the record. In that world, microfinance and financial inclusion were synonymous. These days, there are banks. Mobile network operators are what you have. You have payment providers. You possess. There are so many more competitors in the ecosystem, which works well. It's how we will genuinely establish financial inclusivity while regulating it to establish fair competition. Certifications are no longer an option. Regulation is necessary and quite complex. I feel so much compassion for regulators. I worked as a regulator for a while, and I can tell you that it's really difficult to keep up with the rapidly advancing technologies. It's quite difficult to keep up with a rapidly evolving technology, which is why the SEC pursued Ripple and its token, XRP. It is unequivocally verified that Ripple and XRP were the targets, and Ryan comes last, of course. Zoom in. How are you going to genuinely establish a world that is financially inclusive while regulating it to produce a level playing field? Blockchains are being utilized to provide a level playing field for all cryptocurrencies, which are being used as a kind of universal bridge. What offers that fair and impartial environment? That, along with the liquidity found in digital assets, might be used to genuinely raise the degree of democratization of that. Level playing field has been losing hundreds of billions of dollars with the European Union, and we just want it to be a level playing field. The bank is leveling the playing field between the old and new in the most effective, fair, and worldwide way possible. The problem we need to solve to be competitive is to level the playing field. To discuss your writing about level playing field, whatever read. Do we make the playing field level? However, to attain a fair playing field, there must also be playing. But just to provide you with more proof, it extends even farther back. This story from 2016, in which Michael shared his opinions. Recall that this took a long time to develop. Affordability for all financial services for all public goods, and concurrently, the IMF, into the financial inclusion problem of 2016. Notes from a staff conversation in 2016 with Ross Law present. I did not post it. Ross Law, the well-known man who was seated next to B.R. Garlinghouse when he was questioned, do you see the IMF holding crypto assets in the future? Recall that since I work in the legal department, I should be extremely cautious regarding these matters. I don't want to be too specific. Perhaps I ought to accept the IMF as it is. Going to happen, I believe we shocked Ross into silence with that one. All right, he didn't know how to respond to the fact that certain nations would have to utilize cryptocurrency as their currency under the existing legal structure. They were somewhat uneasy about it because they knew what was. These people are years ahead of us. They don't plan days, they plan years. They go through small stages at a time, but they already know what will happen in 20 years. They said, listen to this part too. The introduction of the paper defines VCS and how they function. After that, it looks at important aspects and associated advancements in the distributed ledger technologies that underpin decentralized virtual currency systems, VCS, as well as how these technologies may be applied to financial inclusion and development. Here are 6. Have a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share an example that has been in the works for a while now, courtesy of the IMF. Yes, I do value someone. Tell me what you people think, you folks. Below in the comments. Naturally, all the information is provided in the video below. Information and the last 2 Elon Musk videos that we uploaded. Consider what you want, but don't believe that Jatra is real. That's all well and good, but eventually, when XRP hits double or triple digits, people will start to scratch their heads and search for the next coin. Will a price already be set for it? Imagine paying $50 for half an OK or even $5 for ordinary people. For 30 minutes. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, please know that I sincerely appreciate every one of you. If you would want to support the channel, Please do so as I mentioned in the XRP LED car door light. For the next 24 hours, save 50%. We will return with another movie soon. We began creating waves with the outro thesis, which stated that cryptocurrency liquidity will someday be able to provide reliable global payments. You can see the link in the description below. Hefty payouts spiral. The network was created to enable users to convert to over-the-top (ODL) services whenever the market reached a certain level of maturity. This is precisely what is taking place. Flip the switch. I believe the product we're developing is resolving a pressing issue. And I believe that each token represents my device. If the genuine value is being supplied to a real consumer and there is actual utility, then the token will have a value that anyone may understand.